Hello everyone, Perumal Jain here. Discovering and exploiting a zero-day severe vulnerability can cannot be a rocket science every time. It can be a trivial one to discover and exploit. And today I came up with one of such vulnerabilities. Without further ado, let's get in. And now you are witnessing the blog of Bleeping Computer, and you can see that date published. It was published yesterday, and the title is Windows 11 Notepad flaw let files execute silently via Markdown links. So when I've seen this blog, it was pretty interesting, and I managed to read through this blog, and it was trivial. Even you can try, you can simulate, you can exploit this in a moment. Okay, so let's read through this blog first. Microsoft has fixed a remote code execution vulnerability in Windows 11 Notepad that allowed attackers to execute local or remote programs by tricking users into clicking specially crafted markdown links without displaying any Windows security warnings. With the release of Windows 1.0, Microsoft introduced Notepad, a simple, easy to use text editor over the years became popular for. Okay, this is just a history of Notepad for those who need the rich text format RTF. Similarly, I mean, simply we do I mean, when we are editing a markdown file, we do use some hyperlinks. Sometimes we may need to highlight a text, underline a text, so those things can be done in this rich text format. That's what they call it as RTF editor. And it was actually supported by, it was the main feature of WordPad before till Windows 10. Then Windows 11, it actually launched without WordPad because the Notepad itself was having the rich text format feature. And now that is where the issue is. That is where the main vulnerability lies. So let me explain that. Markdown supports means Notepad can open it, edit, save the Markdown files, which are plain text files that use simple symbols to format text and represent lists or links. For example, like this. If you enclose a line or a word with two asterisks, then it's gonna highlight, it's gonna bold this text. And if you just put a word within this square brackets, then followed by a URL enclosed with some bracket, then it creates a hyperlink. When you click this word, it's gonna launch this URL. So that's the purpose of using this rich text format, the markdown files, right? Now, let's say, like, what is the flaw here is Microsoft fixes Windows Notepad RCE flaw as part of February 2020. Okay, they actually patched this vulnerability in their recent patch Tuesday. And improper neutralization of special elements used in command injection in Windows Notepad app allows an unauthorized attacker to execute code over network. So that is a Microsoft bulletin. So we will read through that. And I mean, gave some credits to the people who discovered it, I guess. Yes, an attacker could trick a user into clicking a malicious link inside a markdown file open in a Notepad++. Since the link is actually bundled in a simple legitimate or not a legitimate or innocuous a markdown file, it can be used in phishing attacks as a payload. That's what they meant. And the malicious code would execute in the security context of the user who opened the markdown file, giving the attacker the same permission as the user. And this is the important thing. So it's going to give the foothold to the adversary, the threat actor, who actually crafted the file. Whoever executes it, they will be the victim. And the novelty of flaw quickly drew attention on social media, with cybersecurity researchers quickly figuring out how it worked and how easy it was to exploit. And I could see a POC, and also there is a set of image and also the version detail which is susceptible to this flaw. And yes, that's what they mentioned. All someone had to do was to create a simple markdown file with this extension MD and create a link with some special URI. That means like file colon double slash. It's going to open the local, it's going to execute a local programs within present within the file system. And it can also be supplied from the external resource, and you could see this particular URI could be used to load an application from an external source. And here is an example. They are giving the URI followed by the source equal to a particular URL followed by the file, the application. And here they show like how to execute a local executable file. Fine. If a user open a markdown file in Windows 11 Notepad versions and earlier like this, the text would appear on the clickable link. Okay. I'll show you like how it works. Then this could potentially allows attackers to create links to files in the remote SMB shares that would be executed without warning. Microsoft has now fixed this Windows 11. As I said, they fixed it via their Patch Tuesday, a recent one, and yes, now they have patched so that apart from HTTP or HTTPS, other URIs won't work. And when clicking all other type of URI links, I guess now you clicking all the type of URIs including the file MS, okay. However, it is unclear why Microsoft didn't just okay. The good news here is Windows will automatically update the Notepad over Microsoft Store. So what they say, the Windows 11 can be updated automatically via Microsoft Store, so the impact can be mitigated. So this is what this Bleeding Computer blog talks. Then I'm showing you the NVD page of the particular vulnerability, and you could see the rate, the severity here. It's 8.8, a severe one. You can see how trivial it is to exploit. I'm gonna try that in my lab machine, but before that, let's read through this official Microsoft blog. The Windows Notepad app remote mode execution flaw, and improper neutralization of special elements used in command injection in Windows Notepad app allows an unauthorized attacker to execute code over network. And how could an attacker exploit this vulnerability? It could trick a user into clicking a malicious link in a markdown file opened in the Notepad, causing an application to launch unverified protocol that load execute remote files. And according to the CSS metric, the attacker is a network and user interaction is required. What is the target context of the remote code execution? The malicious code would execute in the security context of the user, which was already mentioned in the previous Bleeping Computer blog, and giving attacker the same permission as the user. And this is the official blog published by Microsoft about this vulnerability. Now it's time to do some practical experiment. Let me open my virtual machine. So I'm having a Windows 11 virtual machine which is not updated. I'm using my malware sandbox because I have disabled a Defender and Windows update on this machine. So I'm using it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to create a link, an MD file. So let's do that. Maybe what I can name it, not malicious. How about that? That's the name of my link. I'm just putting it in a square bracket. Now the link that I want to load, I'm just going to use this special URI file, and here I'm going to refer my local file. So let's do that. C Windows system32. So this is the repository where the default all system executables will be loaded, and I'm going to load the classic calc.exe for this exploit testing. No harm, nothing malicious. Let's try this out. And I'm going to store this file inside my downloads directory. I'm going to name it as legit. How about that? Legit.md. So this is my file, and I guess I gave this properly. I'm just going to keep this aside. Let me open Notepad first, and I just press Ctrl O to open a file, and here I'm choosing the markdown file, legit.md. I'm opening, and now you could see the hyperlink laughing at me. Now what I can do, I can simply press Ctrl then click, it's going to execute that. It's going to launch the calc binary because that's what I gave in the URL. And you can see like how trivial it is to exploit, right? And what else I can do? Maybe, let me check that. Is it possible to give a web request and load a file? Let's try that out. For example, let's say, can I copy a file from system32 directory? Let's try that out. calc.exe to C:// maybe in the current directory. Sorry, there is a typo. Calc.exe, and how about that? Now, oh sorry, I guess I just missed it. Let me go and open this. I think it is there. It is currently present in my users directory. Okay, that's fine. I go here to my users directory, and within this directory I am having my calc binary. I'm just gonna pass this to my downloads directory. Then what I'm gonna do, let me get into this one. Can I just execute calc from this path? Yes. So I just wanted to confirm, is there any DL dependency? No. Now it works properly. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to launch Python web server to host this file. So let me test the other special URI as well. Now, okay, sorry, my bad. http.server, and now it's serving the file calc.exe. This is my local web server, and I'm gonna go and create another link. I just name it as external, or how about a fancy one, alien. And now I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is, let me find another URI, a special URI. What it is? Come on, MS app installer. Is it gonna install? First of all, let's check. Is there any other special URI is involved here? Let's see. I've seen few more. That's why I'm just trying to find. Come on. Is there anything else here? File : / or : / Okay, let me just check this out. Is it gonna try and install something? Let's see. I'm not positive. Maybe what I can do something else. How about downloading an executable file, a tool? How about that? I need to find any tool to install because it says installer. So I'm curious. I can simply here, I can just type source equal to http : / 127.0.0. Oh, come on. Alien 120. Oh, come on. There is no 127.0.0.1 8000. And now from here, calc.exe. So this is what is, and let me put control click. Okay, yes, great. I think this should be fine. This should be fine. Look at this one. It says the MS app installer protocol has been disabled So this is disabled, but it actually tries. It actually try to access the web server. Yeah, that's what I can say. Hyphen B 0000. How about that? Um, but at least this protocol is restricted on this machine. So that says clearly it actually tried to access that protocol. It is denied. So if it has access to it, if the protocol is allowed, I guess then it's going to reach my payload. But for now, this looks fine. Uh, yeah. Oh, I think I left this question mark, right? Let me check this out. Come on, question mark before. Okay, let me try this. I think I have left that. I did not add this question mark. Come on. Is it like this? Sorry. After this double slash, there should be question mark before source. On like this. Yeah. And now if I just click this, let me check this out. Still, I haven't received anything, but let's verify, is it correct or not? But it looks fine. Since that extension, that URI is not enabled on the machine, it might not work. Okay, but yes, this is what I just wanted to share. Um, this particular flaw can be exploited, leveraged by red teamers during their assessments. It can be leveraged by the bad guys, threat actors, of course. And if I mean if you are connected to the internet, the Windows update is enabled and it's gonna fix this vulnerability itself. But if not, if it is isolated, not updated in a while, then this machine might be, I think it should be susceptible to this flaw. It's a notepad, common one, innocuous, and the retimers and the hackers particularly use these kind of flaws to fly under the radar. Uh, yeah, I think a good one, a good learning. Yeah, this is what I just wanted to share, a simple one. Hope you really liked it. If you really did, consider doing the YouTube algorithms, like, comment, subscribe, and give me your support so that I can make more videos like this. I'll catch you next time with another exciting one. Until then, I'm signing off. Cheers, and I love you all. Thank you so much.